People of drinking age and above. We've all had a crazy night where maybe we've had one too many, and the next morning we wake up with a hangover. But have you ever had an emotional one? Me neither. That was until recently. And boy, has it made sense of a lot of things. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to the Sanctuary. Do you guys remember this video a few weeks back? God, it's even hard doing this video. Over the past 2 weeks, I've noticed that I feel different. I feel drained, mentally frustrated, unnecessarily angry at times. No energy to go out, no energy to do things. Well, I think I just diagnosed what it actually was. This feeling that I was experiencing is called an emotional hangover. Wait for it.
Brandon, what the hell is an emotional hangover?
There it is. I'm glad you asked. Let me explain. This is an article from sheknows.com, and I'll leave my sources in the description below if you want to read these articles yourself. This article states, an emotional hangover occurs after a serious or traumatic event. It can also occur after an argument, a difficult day at work, or a breakup from your partner or friend. Now, as you all know, I've been going through some things personally. It's not like they were traumatic or anything, but they still took up a lot of emotional energy. But what she continues to say kind of struck me for a bit. However, my emotional hangovers usually occur after a long day of, quote, peopling or socializing. Now, do you guys remember back to my introvert going out video when I said,
when we got back to the room, that was when I was like,
I'm exhausted.
so I needed that social battery again. So now I understand what introverts mean when they say they have like a social battery and that they have to recharge it. That's what happened to me. I was like, what the hell is going on? I would get back to the hotel room and just knock out right onto the bed, fall asleep.
see what I mean about things making sense now? She then continues to say, when I get home, I often crash. My thoughts are clouded. My feelings are non-existent. And I am literally and figuratively burned out. Oh, and the next morning, I feel drained and exhausted. I'm in pain. Literally, my bones throb and my joints ache. And I'm moody and, well, off. A few weeks ago when I was in my emotional hangover, that's exactly how I felt. I didn't exactly feel anything involving my bones or my joints, but the rest, yeah. I feel like anyone that has to deal with people on a regular basis can understand what this means. And I'm talking about fields like hospitality, the medical field, and even customer service. You all know what I'm talking about. Every time we go into work, we have to put up this front. And people in food and beverage, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We put on this act that everything is great and we're always smiling. And you may ask, why? Because that's how we make our living. We have to act like everything is okay and that we're perfect to offer the customer a great service and a great experience. That's what puts dough in the cookie jar. But after a while, that could be seriously draining. Especially after a double. Gross. At that point, it's 86 Brandon. For those of you who don't know what 86 means, it means that it's not available anymore. Just in case you needed to know. She then cites Dr. Judith Orloff saying, emotional hangovers are the energetic residue left over from the interaction, and without an outlet, this energy affects your physical well-being. They can make you feel tired, foggy, or ill. The next point comes from an article on Talkspace.com that says from Professor Lila Devaki saying, how we remember events is not just a consequence of the external world we experience, but is also strongly influenced by our internal states. And these internal states can persist and color future experiences. I feel like this was a personal attack pointed towards overthinkers, with myself included. And now that I think about it, see what I did there?
Shut up!
Oh. Overthinkers like to play out different scenarios. Scenarios that might not even be in question or even get remotely close to happening. However, we like to make sure we've touched all bases, explored any option that is there, even if it isn't real. And that can take a lot of energy alone. After that, we have to process what actually happens. And that drains everything else that's left. I feel like being aware of your energy is vitally important when it comes to people. Be wary of who you give and who you don't give energy to. Be wary of how much you give. Know how much energy you can give comfortably, and knowing when you've reached your limit. Now, before I end the video, I wanted to give you guys a few tips to get out of your emotional hangover if you have one. Number 1, eat a good meal, because food is amazing. Duh. Number 2, exercise. The International House of Gains? Oh yeah, it helps. Enough said. Spend time with family. Family is amazing. and they are always there for you no matter what. And lastly, channel that creativity. I'll give you a hint. I'm doing it right now. That's right. It's time to put your creativity to good use. Anyway, folks, moral of today's video, everything in life is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. That includes your emotional hangover. Or your real one if you have it. That is it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed. If you're going through an emotional hangover or realize that in the past you have gone through an emotional hangover, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give a like. It is always so much appreciated. For mental health, dating, and other everyday life advice, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And next to that is the notification bell for every week this lonely lover boy is on your subscription feed. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I start streaming next Wednesday, March 2nd, 2 p.m. Get ready. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be painting. We're going to be streaming. It's going to be so much fun. So come by and hang out. I'll give you a sneak peek on what we're working on. But you might not see the finished product if you don't come to the stream. You guys see this? It's only merch. Link in the description below. Again, remember, use code Aries for 10% off your order. Be sure to follow my socials, my Twitter and my Instagram. Again, links will be in the description below, as well as only merch, my Twitch link, and all the equipment that I use in each and every video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.